Life moves quickly, and wisdom teaches us not to waste what we've been given. Welcome to HisTime365. Today is day 206, and we're reading Ecclesiastes 10 through 12. These chapters reflect on foolishness, mortality, and the lasting importance of remembering God while we still have breath and time. The wisdom of life's uncertainties. Insights from Ecclesiastes 10 through 12. Have you ever felt as if life is full of contradictions? The book of Ecclesiastes captures this beautifully in its exploration of wisdom, folly, and the inevitable end we all face. In chapters 10 through 12, we find a profound reflection on the complexities of life, urging us to live wisely and meaningfully in light of our mortality. As we dive into Ecclesiastes 10, we start with a stark reminder that a small act of folly can overshadow years of wisdom. The writer illustrates this with vivid analogies. For instance, he mentions how dead flies can spoil a jar of perfume, Ecclesiastes 10:1. Imagine a beautifully arranged bouquet of flowers, its fragrance filling a room, suddenly marred by a single decaying fly. This serves as a metaphor for how a single foolish act can tarnish a person's reputation or character. Moving on, the teacher reflects on the nature of leadership and governance. He points out that wise rulers bring joy and prosperity, while foolish leaders bring chaos. This idea resonates in our everyday lives, whether it's a workplace leader whose poor decisions lead to a toxic environment or a family member whose reckless choices affect the entire household. When we think of our leaders, we can ask ourselves if they embody wisdom, promoting peace and harmony, or if they sow discord through foolishness. In the next chapter, the teacher reminds us that life is unpredictable and that we should not take our days for granted. He observes how those who dig pits can fall into them, and those who break down walls may be bitten by snakes, Ecclesiastes 10:8. Here, we can relate this to our own lives. Perhaps we've taken risks without considering the consequences, whether that's investing our time in a project that seems promising but turns out to be a dead end, or engaging in unhealthy habits that ultimately harm our well-being. Ecclesiastes 11 encourages us to seize the day. The teacher tells us to cast thy bread upon the waters, Ecclesiastes 11:1. A poetic way of saying that we should take chances and invest in the future, even when outcomes seem uncertain. This idea reminds us to live with intention and purpose. For example, in our family dynamics, it might mean taking the time to nurture relationships, even when life gets busy. In our work life, it could be about embracing new opportunities instead of clinging to what's comfortable and familiar. Moreover, the text urges us to enjoy the simple pleasures of life while we can, whether it's sharing a meal with loved ones or taking a moment to appreciate nature. These joyful experiences are gifts that enrich our lives. The teacher tells us that as we grow older, we should remember our Creator in the days of our youth, Ecclesiastes 12:1. This is a call to recognize the transient nature of life and to anchor our lives in something more significant than mere earthly pursuits. As we reach the final chapter, we are reminded of the inevitability of old age and the end of life. The imagery is powerful. The teacher poetically describes the decline of the body, comparing it to a house in disrepair. Ecclesiastes 12:3-5. This vivid depiction reminds us that life is temporary, encouraging us to reflect on what truly matters. How often do we focus on superficial achievements instead of nurturing our relationships and spiritual lives? In closing, the teacher emphasizes the importance of fearing God and keeping His commandments, Ecclesiastes 12:13. This is more than just a call to obedience. It's an invitation to embrace a life shaped by reverence, purpose, and wisdom. When we align our lives with this spiritual foundation, we find meaning that transcends the fleeting nature of our existence. Throughout these chapters, we see a beautiful tapestry of wisdom interwoven with the realities of life.
It's a reminder that while life can be unpredictable and filled with challenges, it is also rich with opportunities for growth, connection, and joy. In our fast-paced digital lives where distractions abound, let's take a moment to reflect on the wisdom found in these pages. Live thoughtfully and cherish each moment. After all, life is a precious gift.
Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Ecclesiastes 10 through 12, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Song of Solomon 1 through 3, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 207. Until then, stay encouraged and thank you for giving God His time today.